Okay, let's just get this shit show on the road. The perfect way to introduce our games for today. We have Potato Esports, or is it Esporters? I'm not entirely sure. I need to check that with them. Because I assumed it was esports, and then they were like, it's esporters, so I think maybe it is esporters. I don't know. We've got Potato Esporters, with taking on NSG Niflheim first up, and then we've got Potato Esports taking on Girl secondly. So we're going to get to see a lot of Potato Esporters today. And then coming up later, we do have a live match between Cataclysm and Null 8, so I've got to make sure I don't spend too long doing these matches. Yeah. But I mean, we'll jump straight into it. Potato Esporters, a new team coming into the league. Girl, of course, our oldest team. Oh, but they're not playing them. We're doing the NSG first, of course. Brain, be working, please. So on the side of Potato Esporters, we have SSD. I'm just going to call him SSD in the top lane, playing Mundo for game 1. Leka Bizig in the jungle, playing Jarvan Jovi with Corky in mid. Bit of a Chovy fanboy, I guess. I'm your Joy. I'll just call him Joy, playing Kaiser AD carry, and Tactical. Oh, Tactical, I see. Tactical in support, playing Leona. First time you see names from another team, it's gotta be like, we'll see. Blah, brain work. Over on the other side, for Niflheim, Watermelon Man 84 is playing top lane, playing that Garen. Henk de Boom in the jungle, playing Volibear. Goldie in mid has Vigar. Peacemaker AD carry playing Ashe, and Zria support. Zria? Yep, I guess so. Support playing the Lulu. And we'll just kick straight off to this game. So I don't think we've seen any of these either of these teams play yet, so it's going to be a very good indication of their strengths, or a nice starting indication of their strengths, because we'll get to see how Potato Esporters did against Girl just after this, so we can have an idea of both of these teams' strengths in comparison to Girl, who usually do win the league. The River League, this is River, to remind everyone. In terms of the team comps, they both got fairly standard comps with 2 to 3 frontliners, an AD threat and an AP threat. Just on the side of Niflheim, they do have the Lulu support. Oh, there's a flash in from Tactical, has found Zria. Zria not going to flash away. Generally, that is the correct decision in my mind. If you do get flashed on level 1 and you don't have the instant flash away yourself, I personally see it as there's no point using that flash. But that is first blood going over to the Kaiser. If she takes the back, she'll be able to pick up an early tier if she wants it. Yep, that's what she would go. And that's perfect. Yeah, Rito Games, just breaking spectator. We also had to extend the top bit. You can see it's quite scuffed because Happy did that on the quick. Mia, if you have the original files, Photoshop file, and can extend that, that would be useful. Esports. See, I thought it was Potato Esports. Yeah, the original files for the overlay. Because, like, Rito, in their infinite wisdom, made it wider so that you can see how many dragons each team has got, despite that, they already show you with the icons. Really dumb. But anyway, teams are starting to pick up their first few CS. We're going to see both junglers. Well, the Jarvan started on the bot side doing full bot side clear. Volibear started top 2 bots, so might be looking for a bot side gank or just wanting to cover his bot lane, of course. It's not really what you want from the Ashe lane, getting bullied early. Oh, we see Stevo in the chat. It's a big watermelon fan. Um, yeah, great. um, Potential dive from Hank to Boom soon. That's running up to bait them in. Peacemaker going very close. There's a flash down onto the Kaiser, but that's not who you really want to go for. They do manage to get the flash out. Tactical doesn't have the flash, though. Will go down in the end. Peacemaker taking an incredibly low flash away, but Joy will pick him up. That's 2 kills over to the Kaiser, and the Wave not in a very good state for the Ash at the moment. In fact, if we go take a look at the Wave, we can see it is actually pushing into Joy, so that's a lot more CS that's going to be lost away from the Ash. Really a big disaster on that gank. It would have been a fine gank if Ash had not died. If that had been the Lulu dying instead, you could still say it was okay going for the 1-for-1 there. But the fact that Ash dies and loses out on an entire cannon wave, oh, that's gotta hurt. You know, there's a gank coming into mid. Jovi using the Valkyrie to go over the wall, getting towards Lekka, his jungler, just to be a bit safer there. Hank de Boom without the flash will not be able to make that gank happen. I'd expect more ganks potentially towards this bot lane from Hank de Boom coming out soon. We'll probably want to make use of the fact that both the Kai'Sa and Leona are missing their flashes. Lulu has kept her flash, so has quite a reliable engaged CC on the flash polymorph if wanted. You see Tactical here has chosen to roam up at this time, just giving Jovi a bit of pressure. They're looking for a 3-man gank on the bot lane, but Goldie can sense something is coming and will move back. Just allow that to, come out. So far, SSD doing quite well in the top lane, keeping the wave pushed towards him, but keeping up in CS, which is, what you love to see. CS numbers across the board, just better for the side of Potato Esports right now. That bot lane really was a bit of an issue, but looks like it's mostly actually been evened out. Quite surprising there, considering the big lead that there was for Joy. Missed slightly how that happened. Title is wrong. Thank you for that. I will quickly go and change that because you are entirely right. We have PE versus NSG, and then we also have PE versus Girl. PE versus Girl. Oh, I made all my starting jokes for not starting jokes, but hype joke comments for PE about potatoes. But I just realised I could have made it about PE in school. Damn. Maybe I can go and change some. It might be a better one. Spelt my name wrong. Where did I spell my name wrong? I don't see my name spelled wrong. Wait. BBLIT. No, my name looks right. Unless there's somewhere else. Ah, join me. Wait, who is on the Crescent Solari account? Who am I? Who's asking to join? Just so I know. Say esports. Yes, I'll say esports. I did think it sounded better. Titus, yeah, come join me, Titus. Why not? You can join me for some nice river games. Help provide some commentary. Oh, there is actually an engage. I'll move you from waiting to the Yo. But we do have an engage in the bot lane. I will show you the screen in a bit. There's a kill going down in mid as well, and the bot lane. We can see Peacemaker is taken down. Zria likely to fall here as well. Nice giving the double kill over to Kai'Sa. And let me share this screen to you so you can see what's happening in a slightly quicker time.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, and then I will also add you to the caster names.
This game is just typical bot gap, what can I say?
That seems to be it. coming out the bot lane of Potato Esports right now, smashing quite hard. I feel like a lot of the trouble came from the early trade kill where Ash lost a massive wave and then came back with just the boots and a dagger. Um, yeah, not
Uh,
not great.
Thinking about Kai'Sa build, I think if she goes now AP build, that hybrid, I don't know how do you say it, that
Yeah,
new meta build, I think she's inting because you have Corki, you don't need that.
yeah,
Like she still deals more damage, but then you don't have AD carry. You have two AP carries and then your front line.
yeah. Exactly. I see the point, and you've got a Jarvan as your only other AD damage at all on the team, so you really do need this Kai'Sa to be AD.
And I think Kraken Slayer Kai'Sa isn't that bad in my opinion. Just that it's quite hard to play her if they have a lot of CC, and they have even like this Garen is. I think Garen especially is like not the like not bad champ but not good either, but like he's just cancer to play against. It's like
Yes,
you
that's
just misstep
silence.
once and then he kills you, to be honest.
It's the silence really impactful against the AD carries, which rely quite heavily on their skills, like Kai'Sa does. Um, what do you? Corki as a Hexblade. Interesting. I suppose Volibear does do some magic damage as well.
I mean, I
I'm.
think it's
Hmm.
uh Corki first Hex Drinker isn't that bad because now when Hex Drinker got buffed, it's like gives a lot of shield, and against Veigar in laning fates, I think it will help a lot.
Yeah, I suppose it's how. It just depends how confident he is in being able to dodge Vigar skills,
Yeah,
even when locked in the cage.
I think it's quite good because I seen my mid Lisk building
Oh,
this a
but
lot.
there's an ult in the bot lane that's Lulu instantly taken down.
Is-
No chance to do anything there.
From 100 to 0 in 1 second, what can I say?
Yeah, and I think Lulu was still level 5 at that point.
Yeah.
Quite unfortunate. I can see it's just snowballing through bot right now. It's that awkward
Uh,
point where do you go? If you're Hank de Boom here, you can start trying to gank the mid and getting the Corki down, but he's built defensively. It's not too much point ganking the top lane. But do you really want to try and force the gank on a 5 kill Kai'Sa?
I think now at this point they should try to do something with Wally and Veigar at bot. They can easily
Oh,
or
package in the
engage.
bot lane though. An easy kill. That will be a double going over to the Corki.
Really nice package.
And yeah,
Make a good
really
move.
nice use of the package. Locks Ash into the tower close to the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa just finishes her off.
I,
And I mean, top lane is just farming. That's just the classic.
yeah, but at this point it's quite hard. I think Wally should just try to like all or nothing, like
Yeah, at this point, you're
maybe.
not really outscaling the enemy team. I mean, eventually, sure, Vigar's going to outscale the enemy team 70 minutes into the game, but if you last that long,
But
you
I
probably do
think
deserve to win.
against their team, Veigar isn't that good because Cork and Kaiser just outranges their comp so hard.
Yeah, it's just the fact, eventually he would outscale anyway, just from the simple fact that, like, eventually his Q will be able to one shot them. It'll just take, longer than they have in the game.
Yeah. I mean, if they can stall this game to like minute 40 or 50, they can come back, but I'm not sure that they can because Kai'Sa with 5 kills and then Corki with 3 kills, I think they will just almost one shot their team.
Yeah, and it definitely will depend as well on what the Drake is. Oh,
Oh,
Jovi
really nice.
stuck. Nice use of the ult a little bit early, I feel, on the Ash ult, but they will pick up the
Oh.
kill.
And you saw that Hex Drinker, he just uh, consumed all Veigar's ult and he did 0 damage.
Yep, is working out for him in the end, doesn't manage to force out the double flash. But that is a kill brought back for the side of Niflheim. So they got to be happy about that.
They got bot turret. That isn't that bad either.
Yep, bot turret gone. Hopefully for the side of Niflheim they can farm a bit more safely further back now. Is there no game sounds again? What, you guys can't hear the game sounds again? How does this keep happening?
Uh, I don't know.
SSD is being taken very low in the top lane. Watermelon should be able to just ult this. Sword of Justice comes down, picks up that kill. I'm going to very quickly shove my master volume up so that you guys can hear. There we go.
It's really low, but you can hear it.
Should be able to hear it well now, in theory. We'll have to wait and see. But the Herald does actually pick up a few plates. Gold lead. Oh, that's a nice CC lowering, but they just don't have the damage to take down Jovi. Joy also taking a decent amount of damage from Peacemaker there.
Non-quiver Ash deals 0 damage. Oh my god. So behind, to be honest. They're behind even
It's,
CS. I don't know.
yes.
I think at this point they should just think about mistakes, what they did wrong, and try maybe pick something other in bot, because they tried to pick Lulu Ash. It's quite good, but like Leona just, I think better pick into Lulu because she just perma CCs and then she can roam way more. But I don't know if she roamed. I didn't really watch.
Yeah, the early game it was mostly there was one gank that came down around level 2 where Hank de Boom came down. They managed to kill Teketal, the Leona, but in return Peacemaker died on the Ashe, and there was a big wave pushing in towards the Kaiser Leona. So Ashe was on 8 CS when Kaiser was able to get about 20 or so, and Kaiser also had the first blood already from an invade level 1. So it's just kind of
Okay, that was
horrible.
kind of interesting.
Yeah, just throwing out the solar flare. Sometimes, just checking to see if your opponent's actually paying attention to the game. Maybe trying to tilt them a little bit.
I mean, they can still try to come back in this game, I think, but it will be really hard. They have to play around mistakes and uh, just like this at the mid. I
Oh,
think
there's
there
a
should be couple guys. Okay. Ooh,
nice
Ash
kill.
Arrow
Ooh,
hits.
is just a bit wide off of the Leona, so it doesn't manage to uh, lock her under the tower. SSD taking a lot of damage from the Garen. The Ignite, it does cut off a lot of that Mundo's healing. But the healing does go on so long that he will end up about half health still. Hank de Boom just picking up that mid wave. And we're in a bit of a lull state, about a 6,000 gold lead almost. The side
I
of
think
J2 Esports.
wait, the red side is NSG, right?
Wait, I think the red side's NSG, yeah.
Okay, so I think NSG right now, their Garen and Volibear has to stack MR, just buy like, I don't know, 2 items for Spirit
Wait,
Visage and probably Force of Nature.
I have the teams the wrong way round. that that is very annoying. Let me fix that. And fixed.
So it was, so
This
it
whole
was good.
time, NSG has been the blue side. Potato Esports has been the red side. Wouldn't be CoraL if we didn't scuff something up. So I'm surprised no one in the chat was like, you have the names the wrong way around. But there's Jovi
They're
packaging onto
blind. That's
Peacemaker.
it.
Peacemaker does manage to outplay the Corki and pick up that kill. Important kill there. Going onto the Ashe. Um, maybe Jovi just not quite realizing the amount of damage the Ashe can put out with that Kraken Slayer finished.
I think, I don't know, this Ash somehow won against Corki with package. I guess Ash Hour just too good.
Yeah. Ashe ult and heal just too OP.
Yeah.
It will be the mixed Kai'Sa build, interestingly. Nash's being picked up.
It will be AP, Kaisa. Now she should build, I think, Ludens. and then she will like deal half HP of Lulu's with 1W.
Yup. We'll have to wait and see. There's quite a few builds that you can just go that will get you all three upgrades, which might be how Joy is planning to build now.
I think at this point they maybe try to contest the Drake, but if they see they can't really come, they should just give it. There is no point really to fighting because it's not soul, and they can just stall a little bit of time.
Yeah, I agree. They just want to make the next Drake spawn a little bit later if they can. So, scaring NSG a little bit will go a long way for them. Even if it's just 10 to 30 seconds, if you do that for each Drake, you've bought yourself a minute or two of time before that soul is spawning. It is the Cloud, though, so not the most impactful of souls. Slow resist, I believe it does give some slow resist still. Very good against the Ashe, of course. But she's still going to slow you, so she'll still be able to kite you out very effectively.
Yeah. At this point, looking, I think it's typical builds, not gonna lie. It's just that I want to see what Volibear right now building. He's building how it's moon speed item. This moon speed.
Deadman's, it looks like, is going to
Yeah,
be next.
probably. I
Going
don't
for
think
that
that it's even
engage.
good because like he can't really catch anyone. He can only catch probably Leona, but like she will just perma CC you and they will probably just one shot you.
Yeah, I'd much prefer to just see something that's going to be... Oh, but we see an engage, actually. Watermelon Man going in. Here is the Volley Bear. Hank de Boom following up. Zarya is here. They will pick up that first kill. It looks like they are going to try and chase on to Lekka. Ashe on the other side, actually. Going across the wall, there's a flash. Follow the Ashe ult. Will go wide. Zarya trying to get in range. Will get the slowdown. Has put the E
EQ.
onto Hank. Slow coming out from the smite. Flag and dragged away. Goldie taking a lot of damage from Jovi in the bot lane, but will just survive. I think that's quite important. Lekka lived there. Going down, they could try and force a really slow Baron. Oh, Joy actually going to Peacemaker. There's so much damage from the Killer Instinct, and the W will just pick up that kill.
Yeah, this is the AP Kai'Sa. W deals so much damage if she even stacks even passive.
Yeah, I remember when Kai'Sa first came out, I'd play a support and just go full AP. The AD, I'd play it with an AD carry Lucian, and as soon as you hit a W, you just run forwards and kill.
Yeah.
it was just disgusting how much damage it does.
Ooh. Veigar is going Zonias.
Okay,
I
but
don't know.
it's a Baron being started up. Herald's been dropped in the top lane just to force a little bit of confusion. I mean, it would just be blind Baron pickup. It's not like Potato Esports could really contest this one.
I think they right now they just have to wait for NSG like forcing something and then they just make mistake and get couple kills. Even if they get 2 for 2, it's good because they can just stall the game longer. And the more they stall, they can just try to come back.
Yeah, and especially if they do manage to pick up a kill onto the Kai'Sa, then
Yeah, 1k.
1k extra gold in the pockets. If they can just manage to somehow get one of those outer towers for the bounties. I think it's, 250 gold right now for the outers bonus, 400 for the inner. Ooh, Zarya just
Nice shot.
walking into the
Yeah, one
jungle.
shot at W Kai'Sa.
That's unfortunate when you fall far behind on the Lulu. That can happen. Oh, Joy actually jumping in with the Killer Instinct. A lot of damage. Ult forced out from Hank just to stay alive. Watermelon Man is a little far up. There's a chain CC coming in, and that Garen is not tanky enough to survive. Meanwhile, this tower is being taken down, and the amount of damage being put down, they might just try and break the base here. They only have 2 casters to work with, but Peacemaker being forced back away from the tower, can't defend it by himself. Hank de Boom and Zarya are here. Goldie's running in as well. The tower will
Okay.
fall though. Goldie just trying to catch someone, won't get it. Jovi also taking the inner bot lane tower.
I think at this point, just Potato has to rethink what they want to do for next draft. Just stay mental safe. Like, just say, okay, we lost this game. It's fine. We can bounce back and win second game. And I think, I didn't watch the draft, but I think at the top side, they shouldn't pick Garen if it's not like guaranteed to win you the lane. I think there is kind of no point because he isn't that good in competitive 5v5.
Oh, Zarya is pushing very far up. The cleaver did give away though, they were there. Yeah, it's... We don't actually have the draft. It would
But
be interesting to
I
see.
think it was Garen picked before Dr. Mundo because I think Dr. Mundo wins this matchup.
I think so. That is the soul that is going to be picked up. Some extra just move speed, I believe. Is it still move speed? I can't remember. But, you know, Cloud Soul, not the most influential of souls. They will probably just go for a split push. I find it quite interesting Potato Esports did actually force away Niflheim before letting that inhibitor fall. So they do have slightly less minions to work with. But the argument could come out that right now they're not equipped well enough to even handle those super minions coming in one lane. Oh, the Ash Arrow does go down onto the Corki's already Valkyried away. Jovi trying to run will manage to just about get away. Had to expend the flash though.
To be honest, I'm just laughing that if it was me playing on a Potato, like our team swapped Crescent Solar and Potato, okay. But they can't get
Ooh.
anything. Our jungle would just say FF15 and then go next.
Yeah, it's one of those games. At least in this game, you know, you've got the 5 kills, you managed to make a few plays, and some of the plays have gone in your favour. So you've shown that you can stand up against this team. It's just a bit unfortunate how that early game went for you.
Yeah, I think at bot they just cheesed a lot. Like they got caught 2 times, I think, when I saw that Leona was in just bush, and then they just got caught.
Yep. Ooh, a heal actually coming out
Wow.
from Peacemaker there. There's so much poke actually from the side of Niflheim.
Yeah, Kai'Sa double and Corkuls just too much.
Yep, we can see Peacemaker does heal a lot from those auto attacks, you know. Healing
Yeah,
runes, very balanced. I
and
think they're
you
nerfing
mentioned that.
every healing rune, aren't they, next patch? I think every single healing rune is getting nerfed or removed.
Yeah, yeah. Bloodline is getting removed, and the other ones like items and runes are getting nerfed.
Yep, which is probably needed.
Best nerf ever, I would
Yeah,
say.
quite possibly.
Finally, Aatrox won't be that cancer, and Ilavo, finally.
Yep. And hey, you can actually poke people down in lane again. It's not just going to
Yeah.
be instantly healed away.
Or like Graves, 2 out attacks and he healed full health.
Yep. Potato Spot's actually managing to defend this.
Pretty well, I think.
Yeah, they are 10,000 gold down. Eventually there will be an Elder coming up and they'll be in a little bit of trouble. But right now, you know, they're managing to actually farm up and get some more gold and experience onto their team.
I think when the older spawns, they just have to like say, guys,
They have to flip it.
this is our only play that we can win this game, and if we do it, we win. But if not, at least we tried, you know. Because like if they just give Elder, I think they just go and get like ace pretty easily with this guys on Corki. They will just get one shot at, to be honest.
Yep, and it looks like Baron is going to be the call for the side of Niflheim. Potato are moving over towards it. Maybe positioning to fight or just stall out. I mean, if Niflheim can manage to get a trade for trade Baron for Elder, that would be so useful for them, but it is 2 minutes until the spawn. I don't have a particularly quick team for taking down either one.
If Ash only could get the Infinite Edge, but she's probably like, she still needs 1k.
We can have a look. She's sitting on 1,200, so just about to get the BF sword, so about 500.
Yeah.
Probably not. It is possible to have it in time for the Elder, but it's going to be close. They need to let Ash have all of the gold, and hey, if you're Ash here, you're saying to the team, let me farm everything. I can have Infinity Edge.
On NSG, their tanks aren't that tanky, I would say. It's just that Dr. Mundo heals so much.
Yeah, the other thing to really note is they've not really picked up armor. I mean, you can see that there are tabby on, or not even tabby, steel caps, that's what they're called now. Ooh, tactical. Trying for a play there, will expend the flash.
I think
does get the flash out of Vigar.
It's quite good, I think. And if they can stall like this, I think it's still pretty fine. It's just that they don't want to take that much poke from NSG, and they could survive. They can just perma-clear, I think, this wave.
Yep, 40 seconds until the Elder. If they can manage to get an engage off at the right time or a pick, they could actually stall out this Elder or get a nice fight for it. But
NSG, NSG, oh, wow, almost one-shot it.
Mind you, there's no wave. There's still a little while until that next wave will be coming in. 20 seconds on the spawn. Peacemaker very slowly poking. Oh! That's, that was over 50% of her health bar.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing, it's not even Luden's Kaiser. It's Crown. Oh, but the engage is coming through. The enemy Ash down. They're going on to Goldie. The Vigar is down. That's all of the damage gone. Hank de Boom being focused down next. Watermelon will pick up one in return. But 5 for 1. Quite unfortunate. Niflheim will take game 1. And put them 1 up.
It is that unfortunate that their bot got a couple kills, and they just got snowball from bot all game. Like, guys, I just got 2 fed. That's it.
Yep. We have game 2, so that's always good. Does the passive apply to everything with Runans? For Ash? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. What passive? Ash passive. You're an AD carry mainful. You should know.
Yeah. What happened?
They're talking about whether Ash passive applies to every champion hit by Runans. Which I'm pretty sure it does. Yes, so this time I want to swap over to this game.
Okay, I'm unfortunate, but I have to go.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me for one game.
Yeah. For half a game, like I would say. Thank you for having me.
No problem,
Good luck
no
on
problem.
casting.
Thank you. I'll catch you later.
See ya, guys.
Alright, so continuing on with in fact, let me just change the caster names while I'm here. Change it back. There we go. Ash dies alone in the woods with no one around. Does she make a sound? Who knows? Anyway, Potato Esports on the left this time. We will get the team names right. Watermelon Man in the top lane has Gnar this time, so not going for the Garen Henk de Boom on Volibear again, but we've got Goldie on the Malzahar, Peacemaker with Lucian and a Nami support, so a little bit more aggressive. Meanwhile, on the other side, for NSG Niflheim, we have the Ornn in the top lane for SSD. Lekka this time has Trundle, Jovi on the Victor, Joy has Kaiser again, though, which is somewhat surprising after the Kaiser performance last time, but obviously thinking that the Kaiser itself was not the problem. And Tactical, this time on the Thresh, so another potential catch champion, and can provide a bit more safety for the Kaiser, for the Victor. I will say yet again, a very high AP damage team. Just the side of Potato Esports don't have the tankiest of teams, so I'll have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Of course, Ornn will provide a lot of value as we get later into the game. Pick and ban order is in the chat in CoraL if I wanted to see. Oh, I could talk about it, I guess, but also we're in the game now, and I somewhat can't be bothered. I will always say with the electrocute Nami, I know it became a thing and was supposedly very good, just because of the amount of burst you have, but I never really liked it that much because I feel like, I think Aerie personally just does provide more. And I think for a champion like Nami, I'd much prefer to have the sorcery and resolve tree as opposed to the domination tree, because yes, you can get some nice vision runes, but overall I just feel the other runes are way better for you. But anyway, some early trades going down there. They do get the flash out of Peacemaker, which is of course yeah. Okay, we have that pick band, so you know what? Yeah, right, got this. We've got the Volibear locked in first for Potato Esports, so obviously they're quite happy with their jungler having the Volibear. Want to put the priority on that. It was matched by Kaiser, then Trundle. Interestingly enough, the bans were Jinx, Yone, and Kane from the side of Potato Esports, so I'm not sure how much I agree with those, but we'll have to see how they manage to do in this game. Lucian Nami, of course, is their next lock-in, a lot stronger. The Gnar was taken after the Ornn, so it is their preferred matchup into the Ornn for Potato Esports, and the Malzahar was the blind pick, so Jovi picking the Victor into it on purpose. Tactical getting a nice play there. The hook goes wide. Ignite was used. They are trying to trade back some damage. Zria? Yeah, Zria did take E first. Interesting enough, E then Bubble, not taking the W, which is, such a strong early game trading. I'm somewhat surprised actually that they didn't try and fight level 1 with Nami E. Because you can actually win the level 1 quite easily using the Nami E with the Electrocute and run down the enemy team. Joy actually bullying Peacemaker a little bit here. Quite a lot of damage being put in. Peacemaker taking those minion autos hasn't backed off enough at taking about 100 damage worth of minion autos. Sadly for the Lucian Nami, Lucian's just falling slightly far behind. Hank de Boom coming in for that early gank yet again. The hook goes down onto the Lucian. Can they get that first blood? Peacemaker trying to get away, putting a lot of damage down and running away. The flash from Tactical will pick up that first kill. Joy, though, will pick it up in return. They really need to push in this wave if they're going to try and get their AD carry into a good spot. And they've got to make sure that Tactical doesn't keep it. Meanwhile, there's a gank on top side. Watermelon uses that hop early. Will take a lot of damage. Flash is forced out. Slow comes down. Flash into Bonk. And the Ornn will pick that up. I did just notice Ornn is actually ahead in this matchup. Generally isn't our favoured. So, surprising to see the Ornn ahead in CS. And now with that kill, might start to get a little bit tricky for the Gnar. Jovi is doing a lot in the mid lane, but low on mana. Has one Corrupting Pot and 2 Biscuits left. Is trying to run away. Silence comes down, but Hank de Boom did use his... Though does not use his flash yet. In fact, he could have come in for a flash play there. Decides not to. Peacemaker is back in the bot lane, just doing some trading. Lekka has found Hank in the jungle. They're just doing some small trades, but not much will come out. Goldie being bullied quite heavily by Jovi here. Of course, when it comes to the late game, Goldie will just be happy to press ult on someone and keep them practically out of the fight for a long time. And the early game going better this time for Potato Esports for sure. Overlord Malzahar. Yeah, the Malzahar skin's actually really clean. It looks real nice. Peacemaker and Joy with some slight trading going on. A nice dodge out from Peacemaker. Up 1 CS, so realistically, it's realistically nothing. Should have the overall damage advantage. Jovi on no mana, now that Goldie is back. Will be interesting to see whether he decides to just try and sort of freeze the wave or not. We're not going to get to see that because Cam doesn't want us to. Nope, wave did go into the tower. There is a gank coming out into the bot lane. There, Hank to Boom coming in. There's a flash stun. They're putting a lot of damage down into Joy. The E comes down. They're going to give it over to Peacemaker. Hank to Boom, though, taking a lot of damage in return, will go down eventually. Peacemaker and Zarya now in the 2v2 against Tactical and Lekka. There's a lot of damage down onto Peacemaker. He's dashing around, does get the kill onto the Thresh. The bubble goes wide, but Lekka's in a lot of trouble now. 100 health left. Goldie coming in. Could do a flash. There's a flash into the ult just to pick up that kill. Making sure he secures it on this Malzahar and gets something for that roam. Very important. This Malzahar falling a bit far behind. Doesn't have that full lost chapter. Looks like he will just walk back to lane. I think he should. Maybe have enough for lost chapter. No. Oh yeah, he has enough for lost chapter, so I think probably should have just backed there and picked up the lost chapter actually. Unless there's a specific reason he wants to wait a bit longer. Maybe try and pick up a tier as well on the next back. Does have to try and push in the wave. It's in a really bad spot. That's okay. Yeah, Goldie has realised that he can't just leave the wave here. So now he is going to shove it. He should just take a lot of damage, shove that wave in, honestly. He shouldn't mind too much about the Victor trying to kill him. He has shield. He should just run in E, Q, W, try and kill the wave. Peacemaker in a lot of trouble. Really nice bubble onto 2. Watermelon is actually being bullied up here in the top side. SSD with those grass procs doing so much damage. And then Gnar building so far all swords, just doesn't have the health for this matchup. It is worth noting as well that although the gold is slightly in the favour of NSG, the kills are on the wrong people. You don't really want those kills on the Ornn and the Thresh. You would want those kills on your carry, like is going for the side of Potato Esports. They have their kills on the Malzahar and the Lucian, which is very nice for them. So gold difference, not really that impactful right now. You can see a lot of it is coming from this CS difference in the mid lane. Does his mouse cancel his R like the one yesterday? Well, the first R, he only had to hold it for like a second, and he didn't cancel it in that time. So, you know, going quite well. Joy taking a tower shot there, just to make sure the wave gets in. Malzahar coming for another gank down in this bottom lane. Don't know why we're getting to see top. Directed cam with a little bit of trolling. You know, directed cam just loves to troll us. Joy throwing the W's out. Won't really do anything when there's a Nami. Goldie here actually caught out a little bit. Doesn't have the flash. Is gonna go down. Really greedy pathing there. Should know that the Trundle Pillar is definitely gonna come out and punish. But tries to go for it anyway. And gives up a kill. Okay, well, see there, Joy's W still not doing much damage yet. Working towards the Mana Moon, which will of course mean that Kai'Sa is a lot weaker during this early game. Vision actually being pinged, and we see the pathing changed from Hank there. He's gone up and around the Dragon Pit. Let's keep on this bot lane for a little bit while this gank comes in. Volibear on the Vision now. Is walking straight in, but Peacemaker and Zarya just too far behind to really do anything, and they'll get the gold for that control ward, but nothing else. It is an early Mountain. Mountain, the least really impactful of those Drakes early on for the resistances, but probably the most impactful single Drake later on, as those resistances, when you build any little bit or when you just get more levels, will start to stack to the point where they actually are getting you a decent amount of gold, generally for most champions. Ooh, it will give you a good 100 to 200 gold's worth from that single dragon in terms of resistances. Ooh, that's a knock-up coming out from the Ornn. Watermelon Man in quite a bit of trouble. Tries to hop away, but the hop is interrupted. Really bad timing on the hop. He's definitely going to go down in a second. Oh, but SSDS is struggling. The last tower shot will come out and gives a shutdown over to the Gnar. Definitely not worth for the Ornn. Jovi here, slowly pressuring Goldie. I mean, he's running out of mana, but no real punishers coming out. You can see Henk has been focusing mainly on this bottom lane, and they've not really got anything too substantial out of it. They've got a few kills, but no gold leads. Only a slight gold lead being picked up, really. Offset by mid and top quite heavily. As the bottom, you need Lucian to really sort of... If you're the Lucian Lami lane, you want to be snowballing this early. This is your strongest point, where you can really bully this Kai'Sa out. But struggling to do that. There's the bubble. It does hit onto the Kai'Sa. But no damage coming out. The Piercing Light will tag I'm Your Joy. Heal still up. They should know that. If they just put the E onto Peacemaker, Peacemaker can definitely burst through the heal. The Ignite goes down. They're trying to do it. The ultimate culling will come out. The heal through the Ignite will try and keep Peacemaker alive. He's putting a lot of damage down. There's the Nami ultimate coming out. Tidal Wave. Technical, though, will pick up the kill with a nice death sentence into auto attack. But still a nice trade there. 1-for-1 in the end. Henk de Boom coming up behind Jovi here. The stun goes down into the Malzahar ultimate. Fail flash across the wall. Give it to Malz. Oh, Henk de Boom will take it though. Wasn't in any real trouble there of dying, and even if he did, would still be more worth really giving the kill to the Malzahar. But you take the kills where you can get them. It looks like we're going to have more of a damage style Volibear actually, with the Sheen being picked up early into the Coalfields. Didn't see that. But it'll be interesting to see what we see happen. Watermelon Man also slowly building up towards that first item. Slowly, you know, bullying SSD a little bit, but not really managing to get anything materially out of it. So, this Nami Lucian lane, what should realistically be happening is you should just be running. Oh, here we go. They're going straight onto the Kai'Sa. So much damage being burst out. But yeah, so the easy way to do this is all you do is you Nami E the Lucian to give him the move speed. Lucian runs forwards with Nami's E on, and then just bursts Kai'Sa down, because the extra slow from the E will mean that Lucian can keep up with her while auto-attacking anyway. So you really don't need Nami to hit the bubble to start the engage. Nami on a ward here could be in a lot of trouble if the death sentence comes out. Not yet. That's a lot of damage, but CC does miss slightly. Zarya is still alive for a little bit, but will eventually go down. And it is 8 to 8 kills. Potato Esports with a lot better of a performance in this game than the last one. No towers down yet. Plates have gone down. There weren't that many plates picked up. Cloud Drake will be spawning in about 1 minute. Tactical was apparently AFK there. Explains the death sentence. Not coming out for a long time. Interestingly, top and sport with the most kills. Yeah, not sure what to say about that. That's a lot of damage into Goldie. It looks like Jovi thought he could get that kill. I'm not sure the flash was needed. Culling coming out onto the Kaiser. That's a lot of damage being thrown down. And yeah, this is what you should be doing on Lucian. Really start to leverage the fact that you own this early game. They should... I mean, you can see there's a gold lead starting to be built up. There's a CS lead starting to be built up. And they're getting the kills now. But they need to really snowball this hard. Because this Victor is becoming a little bit of an issue and could be hard for the Lucian to kill, even though he's going for one of the less damagey builds. As the Ornhorn is used, they want to go onto the Lucian. He is jumping away. There's a lot of flashes used. Tidal Wave is nice, but it won't keep Lucian alive. He will go down. Meanwhile, on the backside, Jovi has been caught. That's both the biggest carries down for each side. The ult comes out from the Malzahar onto Lekka, of all people. It's not really what you want. And unfortunately, the 4-man squad is just stronger from the side of NSG, and they will pick up the Nami as well. Potato Esports just too split up on that fight, with the Lucian being taken down first. It's not really where they should fight. We can see here that after that there is a lot of bounties on the side of NSG that could potentially be picked up by Potato Esports. Joy playing very aggressively into Peacemaker is a level up actually, but that's so much damage actually from the Kaiser, but she can't finish the kill. Peacemaker will pick up that one on the Lucian. Death Sentence will be flashed, but still caught on it. The TP is late from Goldie, but they could still go for this. They're not going to in the end. I think they probably should have gone for that. Watermelon Man will gnaw out. Is jumping down onto SSDS. Putting a little bit of damage. Thrown into the wall. Hank de Boom also here. Stun comes out, but that is a that's an on. Still alive by a long way. Putting the damage down. Hank de Boom gonna tank up the tower. Nicely done. Took a very long time though. Meanwhile, the midway lane is just being pushed in by Jovi. He's getting so much damage down. Goldie will be stunned up. That's a lot of damage coming down. He will ult back, but will get picked up by Lekka in the end. Bounty picked up on the top side though. Now you can see Bounty's still in action, even though they're only about 3,000 gold behind. I'm Your Joy jumping forwards. Watermelon Man will gnaw out. That's a second charge from that Herald. And now we're just waiting to see how this game will play out a bit further. This Trundle could be a bit of an issue in the front line. Is getting to be a very damagey, tanky boy. Jovi slowly picking up this blue buff. Flash Not flash, yeah. Smite there from Leckers. Just pick up the big chicken. Make sure that that is picked up for his team. Jovi actually running towards Goldie, but there's the ult coming out. Flash away from Jovi to make sure that he won't get hit by the E from the volley bear, but so much damage out from this Victor. He will actually take down the Malzahar. Hank de Boom in a very awkward position here against Tactical and Jovi. Peacemaker is on the way, but Hank just being forced to flash away. Peacemaker now trying to put the damage down into the Thresh, but Sreya's ult has gone wide. And Joy has found Watermelon Man along with Lekka here. SSD is coming in. We'll try and provide some CC to pick up the kill onto the Gnar eventually. Peacemaker has, meanwhile, been caught in the tower. Won't go down though. I do find it interesting that Gnar did not choose to go for the Triforce. I suppose you do get more armor pen and more tank killing from the Sunderer, but I tend to find Triforce just feels a lot better, especially with the extra attack speed it provides. Someone like Gnar as well, who's hyper passive, is just great for killing tanks anyway. So you can get those 3 hits off quicker and get more of them off, do more damage. I tend to find it just feels better. O'Neill posted the pick bans for the games currently live. That's very useful. Yes. Thank you to O'Neill if you are in there in chat. We can maybe do that for the girl games as well coming up soon, but we'll wait and see. Kaiser is in the mid lane, cut off the rest of the team. Watermelon also face checking into the enemy team. We should be able to gnar out. Will stay alive at the expense of his flash. Meanwhile, Kaiser is cut off, but Potato Esports giving up position on the Drake. Will tag it. They don't have vision on it. Looks like there's just going to be a burst coming out from Niflheim. And that will be the 3rd Drake picked up, and Potato Esports just... They positioned as if they wanted to fight for it, then just ran to back behind the dragon. It didn't fight for it in the end, but didn't get anything else on the map because they all came over. It just feels like a very strange decision. They could have gone for the 1-3-1, have Gnar and Lucian on side lanes, but they don't do that. Kaiser using the heal. A little bit of a celebratory heal there. Just, yay, we've got 3 Drakes. Coming on to the 4th very soon. 4 minutes 25, it is the Hex Tech Drake. So more attack speed and static shift passive. Did they take static shift out of the game? I think they did, didn't they? Just their way of just bringing it back, I guess. Oh, Peacemaker jumping forwards onto the Kaiser and just taken out instantly. We finally see Lucian starting to really use that advantage that's been built up. The Ornhorn is cool, but won't do anything. Lekka being forced to run away. Goldie TPing in. But they don't have any real way to get this tower as of yet. Henk is walking around the back. Might decide to run in and ult the tower. No, Watermelon is walking up. Looks like they're going to try and 5-man shove to get this mid tower. Hopefully Goldie will use his middle minions. They will do extra tower damage. But no. We've got a 10-man mid. Flame Horizon in mid. Yes, there is. And Gnar, the one being left to match Jovi on that side lane. The ornaments are starting to come out. He has upgraded himself and Jovi on the Victor. see Kai'Sa working towards that AP build yet again. So it's going to be a lot of AP damage. It's very lucky, I would say, actually, for the side of NSG that their Trundle is so far. Oh, that's a Death Sentence. Nice waiting over the wall for them. Tactical. And oh, early flash from Zarya means will get taken down. Double kill over to the Kai'Sa, bringing her very far back into the game. Fighting at the point where she's strongest, we can see the emote spam coming out, or the mastery spam, saying, look, I have played enough Kai'Sa that I happen to have got 3 S or plus games. I always think it's funnier when you have the level 4 mastery emote, so you can just spam it and be like, look at me, I'm level 4. Or level 6. There's some spicy gulps. Ah, is it picking up my gulps? Nice. Ooh, a flash away from Henk will actually go straight into the death sentence. And, Tactical using the locket there to just save himself a little bit of HP. Interesting enough, they know the rest of the enemy team is down bot, but Lucian is coming to join them in the bot lane. Peacemaker probably not needed here. Could be pushing mid, going for that bounty, but not going to. Decent chunk of damage being put down. Wave will get cleared out. Zria taking so much damage. That's the ult from the Victor. Will pick that up along with the death sentence. And, yep. Yep, that's happened. We're now just waiting for the next Drake. It will be the sole point, so we would expect to see Potato Esports actually fight over this one. They need to play around their Lucian. Lucian is the only one with real agency in this game. The Gnar can help out quite a bit, but you want to keep the solution alive so that he's able to carry. Is a big problem as well. They could try and decide to try and trade that soul for the Baron, but not the best choice usually. On the opposite side, NSG could also do the same. They could try and allow the Drake to just go over to Potato in return for taking that Baron, which is generally quite a good play. It means with the Baron they'll be likely to break into the base, which means they're very likely to get the next Drake anyway. Looks like they will just start up the Drake though. There's a jump in. Henk de Boom will actually get the dragon with the help of the Lucian culling. And that is an objective bounty that was picked up. I think that was 500 bonus gold. Yeah, 500 bonus gold, so 100 each. Very big, juicy objective bounty to take. You know, essentially you just gave all of your team a free cannon. But yep, here we go. The Baron will be started up by NSG. They know there's no enemy jungler. This one should be safe to secure. Looks like Potato might want to fight it anyway. They could do. They don't know that it would be a 4v4 right now. Victor's shown on the top wave, so they could. But they're just too slow on the trigger to contest that. Baron will go over to NSG. And the Sunderer Sterax builds coming out on both Gnar and Volibear. Weren't they both heavily nerfed from when they were like must builds on every champion a few months ago? I'm pretty sure they're nerfed to the point where like people just don't want to build either of these items anymore. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see how much is done with this Baron. First wave coming into the mid lane. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Jovi is escorting in a wave as well. Peacemaker will take a chunk from the Kai'Sa W. There's another Kaiser W on solution. Peacemaker being taken to about a third HP. And the Kaiser W's just coming out, doing decent chunks of damage. Rhea now being taken low next. And the double cannons with the Baron buff will take down that turret in the mid lane. Base has been broken. They're going to move forwards towards the inhibitor. Sending Lekka down towards that bottom lane. There is an engage with the 5v3. Ornhorn is called. Peacemaker is running away, trying to make sure that he won't get caught here. But Lekka and Jovi on the bottom side will just assassinate the Nami. Hank to Boom jumping in towards them, but it will take too much damage. Meanwhile, Ornn is just keeping Peacemaker away from this fight. He just can't do damage. It's tickling the Ornn. He is putting a lot of damage down, though. Might eventually be able to pick him up. Can't quite. Even with the W there, Peacemaker in a lot of trouble from Jovi. Jovi level 17, but that's probably the end of the game. TP coming back in from the Ornn. Peacemaker trying to get the trade down onto the Victor, but doesn't have the damage. 3 levels down. An attempt will be made from Watermelon, but it's not enough. And NSG will take game 2. A pretty clean win over Potato Esports. So, I should have swapped screen first. That would make sense. I should, not 3, 2. I should think to do that. Next up, we do have Girl versus Potato Esporters. I'm going to go grab another drink quickly before we start it. So I'll just put up the music a bit and be back in a second. So I see a discussion going on in the chat. What we got? Something about EU Northeast to EU West. People saying that like isn't EU Northeast plat like EU West gold? Maybe high silver, maybe low gold. I don't know. If you've played in EU Northeast, you know you'll come up against like diamond players and be like, who the fuck? What is this? Am I playing against a gold right now? So, you know, people talking about who's the oldest. Yeah. Well, you know that happens. People get old. I got those old man hands now. You know, we're getting pretty damn old. Yeah, O'Neill, if you could just chuck them into the server chat so people can look at them, the drafts, that would be perfect, or at least for game 1 right now. So next up we do have Potato Esports versus Guys in Real Life. Our new team with one of the lower set of ranks versus our team that usually manages to win the split. I'd say this is probably heavily favoured towards Girl, but we'll have to wait and see. Usually teams are looking for those 4 wins, about 4 wins to get into the playoffs. And so, you know, that's so that's what we're waiting to see. Anyway, if you want to see the order that the picks happened, they are in the chat of the Discord. So go and check them out if you super care about that. But I'll give you a quick rundown of what they are in a second. When we swap over to the game. Too many screens. This is the game that we want. So Potato Esports starting out with the blue side. We can see that they have their Lucian Nami again in the bot lane. Goldie in mid lane, this time playing the Malphite, a very interesting pick. I do like to see when they're a bit more, you know, bit more special. Then we've got Henk de Boom in the jungle playing Viego, and up top we have Mordekaiser for Watermelon Man. Meanwhile, okay, I gotta check out Krug's level 1. I'm assuming for the side of Girl. But for the side of Girl, we have something very strange stuff going on. I Won't Type is in the top lane with Vayne. O'Neill is playing jungle with Jace. Jungle Jace, very interesting. We've got Preston in mid playing Cannon. Zabator will be AD carry with the Wukong, and Troll Zoe will support with Shen. So it looks like they've locked in all champions that are generally played top lane. Vayne's a bit of a... is Vayne played top lane? Not sure. Shen also not that often played top lane anymore. Usually is played as support, so those two a bit... but I guess it works. I will just start off the game. So yeah, I think I've worked out Girl's gimmick is playing all champions that are usually in one lane each game. Apparently last time was supports. So yep, we'll have to check that out. So we're gonna go check out the Krug's level 1 though. Yeah, in your defense, Vayne should... Yeah, I understand. Disgusting people pick Vayne top. If you're gonna pick an AD carry top, why not pick something a bit more fun though? Like, ugh, Vayne. Yeah, I will criticize Girl for not trolling correctly. I'm disappointed that there was no Leona top last game. Very, very disappointed. Well, I am interested to see how good Jace jungle actually is, because I can imagine when you've got a couple of points in your W, you can probably clear like Raptors and the smaller camps quite quickly, but it seems like a champion that will struggle early on. So we'll have to wait and see. There is a ward on the red buff, so they will know if O'Neill decides to start on this red. I've been instructed. Check out Krug's level 1. That's damage being thrown down. Onto the red buff. We will just we'll keep here because apparently something very interesting is going to happen. O'Neill will get that red buff. On the Jace. Okay, he's going for the Krugs. Here we go. Combo down onto Big Krug. Oh, okay, let's stay here. I'm assuming nothing else is going to happen if we're being told. Okay. It's a lot of damage being thrown down. He's going for the Krug. Got a Krug. They carry on getting these Krugs. What? Krug? Where's the Krug going? It's... What? That was the weirdest reset I think I've ever seen. What? Okay, I see. Yep. That's understandable. So yeah, girl do like to do these small sort of troll games early on. Allows teams as well to get a allows teams to stand a chance of getting a win against them when they might not usually. To see, of course, unfortunately for the side of Potato Esports here, Girl's bot lane is actually very good against AD champions. Wukong will get, I think he still gets his passive armor stacks for doing stuff. I don't remember. I've not looked into Wukong in so long, but Shen really good against auto-attacking champions, of course. You do actually have some very nice lanes set up. Malphite already out of the pots, taking so much damage. Just looking to keep up on CS right now. I would expect, realistically, for him to maybe try and take it back and look for some sort of bot gank. Trollzone misses with the taunt there. But, oh, Ignite thrown down in the mid lane. But Preston doesn't have the damage to finish that kill. He's just going to, you know, tag with the Ignite and say a little healthy, hey, why don't you take it back? It's about time for you to take that back. And Goldie will do so. Looks like he's going to try and walk back to lane. Nope, he will TP in the end. I think that's probably the correct choice. You should probably shove this wave and then look for a top gank. Unfortunately for him, I won't type is looking to back. Has also taken the ghost. Secondary summoner. Extra disgusting. Against Graves. I mean, I would accept Graves top because, you know, Graves is, I think Graves is mostly played top now. I feel like Graves is a top laner nowadays. I think more people play him top than jungle. Peacemaker here, going for the trading onto Saboteur, does manage to find him out. There's a lot of damage going down into the Wukong, and that will be first blood over to the Lucian. Potato Esports showing up in this game one. I won't type bullying Mordekaiser, but actually Watermelon Man is ahead on CS. Not taken aback yet even, so should be able to back and get a very nice buy off sometime soon. And this isn't really what you want to see when you are the Vayne. Oh, and there's the taunt coming down into the Malphite. Of course, they've got to be careful not to go into the tower. The Malphite is level 6. Can put down a lot of damage. And what I will say is I'm disappointed that, considering the name of the league, that the Malphite skin being used isn't CoraL. Very, very disappointed, you know. There is a CoraL Malphite skin. of course, named after the league. It definitely didn't exist beforehand. I won't type still doing a lot of bullying onto this Mordekaiser. I'd expect Mordekaiser to take it back very soon, TP to lane, and then just ult the Vayne to try and get a kill. Karma was technically a top laner last patch. Oh, interesting. Well, the suggestions are always a patch behind of what's actually played because they temper them based on what was played last patch, so it's always interesting to see when champions enter, it means they're being picked even though they're not appearing in the suggested like top laners, which usually means they're quite strong at the moment. Yeah, Shyvana's usually been a jungler just because laning's not the strongest, and also it gives her more agency to control capturing the drakes. Troll Zoe maybe a bit far forwards there. O'Neal will jump in, but it's a really nice bowl. Peacemaker jumping backwards. That's the wrong direction though. That's away from the tower. He's in a lot of trouble now. Preston coming in with the ultimate slicing Maelstrom will go down, and they will both die. And I think potentially both Peacemaker and Zria could have lived there if Peacemaker had jumped back towards the tower instead of away. It looked like Zria was sort of waiting as well. What a Malone man on this Mordekaiser still has not backed. I won't type though, could be in a lot of trouble. Has already used the ghost. Flash is up. It's a channel prediction of the flash by Hank to Boom there is not in time. And that is the kill donated over to Watermelon Man. Please take her back. Please, you've got the kill now. Take it back, spend your gold. How much gold are you on? 2,200? That's a ridiculous amount of gold. You E'd Lucian there, not his jump. Oh! I thought it was the jump. My bad. That was a good E then, coming out from O'Neal, the jungler for girl. Knocking the Lucian back away from his tower, buying some extra time for Kennen to arrive. We can see actually Jace seems to be farming somewhat okay after the early game has been... Oh, but there's the engage coming out from the Malphite. A lot of damage, but Troll Zoe is there. So is O'Neal, and Malphite will get picked up. I'm not sure how the Malphite's only purchase at that point was a Null Magic Mantle. Looks like it will be a tank Malphite as well. Not going for the AP variant. Which I always feel like might be more useful this game. Vayne can generally work through a Malphite very easily anyway, but if you go full AP, you could one-shot the Vayne. At the very least, you can force the flash the first time and then one-shot it the second ult. And lots of pings coming out. The Potato Esports know there's vision on the Herald. It looks like they are planning to start it up. They are doing it. They want to secure that, try and get some more turret plates. I would expect them to head towards bot lane and try and get the first turret and get the gold onto the Lucian. Watermelon Man making very nice use of the W shield actually. Is walking down towards O'Neal in a lot of trouble. Will have to flash away from that one. Wanted to contest the Herald, but Jace not the strongest champion for that, and both his laners not really in the position to come and help. Peacemaker looking to play very aggressively onto Troll Zoe and Zabator. They are creating CS lead, which you would expect in the ranged versus melee matchup. Preston maybe being caught out in the river, but will just walk out of that one. And again, I feel like when you have Electrocute on the Nami, I almost want it to be used more aggressively. I want the E to be used more often. I also personally think... Ooh, Preston has been found out here. Slicing Maelstrom is used, but the Tidal Wave will go down. It's a lot of damage coming out. The Lucian is down. The Nami is down. Preston will go down in the end, but Malphite falls as well. And in the 4v3, Girl will win heavily, taking 3 kills for just 1 in return. Watermelon Man still trading with I Won't Type. There is the Ghost being used. It's running very close. Flash away. Vayne does not have the flash to follow up. Now that Ghost is down, Watermelon Man could potentially do something. Might want to use the TP to come back with some better items. Looks like it will do. A Cloud has been picked up for Girl. A little bit of extra move speed. Very useful actually on their team, especially for characters like Kennen that want to engage, help their Vayne kite out. And now we're still just waiting. See, the CS lead has actually built up in favour of the Vayne in the end in top lane. Peacemaker is trying to get some damage onto this tower. O'Neal. Nice sidestep out from Peacemaker. Cullen coming out. Zria is on the other side. Peacemaker jumping forwards. And we'll just pick up that kill onto O'Neal. I Won't Type with some nice sidesteps is being forced into the Death Realm. That buys time for Hank to Boom to get here. So much damage coming out onto the Kai'Sa. And Watermelon Man will walk away and allow Hank to Boom to just pick that up. Kill taken on the Vayne. They use that Herald very early. I don't know, his plate's about to go down. Ah, yeah, there isn't much time on it. So they really want to get that Herald down. I think they probably should have just walked straight towards the turrets. Used it. They might be able to pick up this last plate. They will be able to pick up in time. I think 15 seconds actually left on the tower plates. Oh, and engage in the bot lane. But about as much damage being traded back. Troll Zoe actually takes a lot of damage from that. The game slows down a little bit. We can see this very slight gold lead for the side of Potato Esports. Keeping themselves better in this game than they were in the last few. I'm not sure if that says much about Niflheim's chances. There's a flash forwards from Troll Zoe. There's the ult coming out from the Wukong, flashing forwards for the second prop of the ult. Peacemaker trying to run away through the Wukong. Damage being put down onto him, but that will be one taken down. Second goes down, but Nami will get the kill. Not the person you really want it on the most. Nami should look to push in this wave, probably, rather than just letting it die there. Yep, she will go to push in the wave eventually. Preston will push in the mid wave, but Malphite will be there to pick it up, or give it over potentially to the Viego. I Won't Type will get some damage down onto the top. I wonder if he's typed yet. Says he won't. And yeah, we're at slow point of the game. 7 kills to 7. 1,000 gold lead for the side of Potato Esports. Mordekaiser does have his mythic finished, so I Won't Type actually playing very aggressively. Being this far up, Watermelon Man could go for an ult play, taking those Vayne stats, then fighting her in the Death Realm. It looks like he's happy to just very slowly get some poke damage down first. Hank to Boom, potentially caught out here. Troll Zoe missing with the taunt. Hank's going to run directly away. He's trying to turn back around onto Troll. Sorry, Peacemaker is here. That's half health already on the Shen and taken down. Culling onto O'Neal. O'Neal's in a lot of trouble as the flash forwards into the taunt. And that's 2 kills picked up quickly for Potato Esports. There's the Malphite ultimate, unstoppable force coming up. They'll pick up the kill onto the cannon. Zabator's the only one left alive to try and turn this one around now. And 20 seconds on the Drake. They should be able to secure that when it spawns. I assume they'll probably take away blue buff a few more small objectives as well. They don't work together to clear those any of those wards, but Hextech Drake should be picked up. Second Drake for side of Potato. You know what? PE pretty happy with that. Extra attack speed, very good for pretty much all of their champions. They got pretty lucky on the Dragon Roll here. It'll definitely help as well with them keeping on to champions like the Vayne, because I believe it provides a slow. And, yeah, I will say 4 kills on the Malphite, maybe not the person you want them on most, but it's generally okay. Oh, O'Neal tries to use the gate and is actually interrupted during it. Now he's in a bit of trouble. Flash forwards from Goldie to make sure he gets the cheese wheel. O'Neal will go down despite the stand united. That's a Shen ult on cooldown. That's a very long cooldown. Probably misused. Should have probably known that. You know what, O'Neal was dead there. O'Neal probably should have communicated that there was no way realistically of him to live. A lot of damage coming out. Damage just being traded in the top lane and being sustained up, so it's not really too important. Ooh. You refuse to consider your man dead. Understandable. Oh, Preston jumping across the wall. Slicing Maelstrom is used. Rhea will just go straight down. Who's the draft mastermind behind girls' drafts? I don't know who decided on their specific drafts in these games. Looks like trying to force down the bottom tower eventually. There's the culling being used onto the Wukong. A lot of damage being put down into him. Less than 200 health. That's picked up. Meanwhile, there's a fight going on in top lane. I won't type being taken quite low, but it's not enough. And 2 for 0 in top. 2 for 0 in bot. A trade across the map. However, the Potato Esports don't push that bot lane, which means that Vayne will probably be able to take first tower. And that they will actually be able to get the first turret gold. I think, yeah, Peacemaker and Goldie should have thought to push in that bot lane and get that first tower gold. And Goldie could look for an engage here. That is a Vayne. Oh, but engage, counter engage coming actually from the side of Girl. O'Neal trying to jump onto Goldie. We'll get the slowdown, but Goldie is just ahead of him. Cheese wheel giving him that extra speed, the stolen away. Hank to boom here. O'Neal doesn't realise he's there. That's half health already put down onto the Jarvan, onto the Jace, sorry. So much damage being traded back though. Peacemaker also here will pick up the kill onto Jace. However, it's the 3v3. Peacemaker cut off from the rest of the team. I won't type with a nice condemn into the wall. Instantly taken out by the slicing Maelstrom. Zarya now in a lot of trouble. Bubble will hit onto the cannon, but this Nami won't be able to stay alive. And Gale actually turning this back almost made up the gold lead. 1 kill worth in it at the moment. Not really anything substantial at all, and the slicing Maelstroms from Preston are just doing so much damage. That turret is taken down. Slight extension of the gold lead, which is good, but it's not quite enough just yet. And see, there's a minute on the Drake, so the teams might start posturing towards them. The top lane is pushing for Girl right now, so they'll get a little bit of turret damage off no matter what happens here. Potato Esports looking for the engage. The Nami's not there right now, but neither is the jungler for Girl. 40 seconds on the Drake. This is the time where you want to realistically get your vision down, clear out the enemy vision. Looks like Potato Esports going to go as one. How to get this vision? They're kind of just... They're not pressuring for this position. They don't seem to be quite sure of who's going to walk up first. It should be Goldie and Watermelon Man, but the team's all just sort of running around the top side of this Drake. They've given up position on the pit. They're just choosing to give the Drake. They're summoning the Herald in mid. It's been summoned quite late. Preston, though, been taken into the Death Realm in a lot of trouble. Will get taken down by Watermelon Man, but he's being taken down by the Vayne in return. Very slowly, will go down. That's another taken down. It's 3 for 3 so far, but this Vayne does so much damage. With the ult used, Zria in a lot of trouble. Peacemaker tries to go onto O'Neal, but Stange United will keep him alive this time. I won't type going in. They could turn this. Peacemaker jumping back. There's a lot of damage into the Vayne. Will take Vayne down. Peacemaker flashing away. Troll Zoe will probably fall here as well. And will they go for the Drake? Potato Esports walking towards the Drake. They know that O'Neal's on it, surely. Jumping in, but it's also the Drake. And actually O'Neal's able to pick it up. And will get that kill shut down onto Jace. I feel like Potato Esports, they have the right ideas a lot of these times, but they just don't have the confidence. They gave up the initial position on the Drake, which meant that they had to sort of run forwards into the enemy team. They didn't have as much room to kite backwards, and it didn't go so well for them, even though, you know, they were able to take Kennen out of the fight because of the Death Realm, and in the end, it is a delayed ace for Potato Esports, but they do lose the Drake. And 2 turrets. That's all the Alta turrets going down in the end. Girl hanging in this game, only about 500 gold behind. And there's the pull down onto I Won't Type. Decent chunk of damage, but staying alive. Hank to Boom. He knows here it's a stun, and I Won't Type there. Just way too cocky on the Vayne. I wouldn't be surprised if Potato Esports turned towards this Baron. It's a bit risky with the enemy team comp, but Girl don't have any vision, so they're looking for it. Slicing Maelstrom comes out from Preston. A lot of damage being put into him, but Sonya's will go down. Zabatord flashing onto Peacemaker, trying to get the kill onto the Lucian. Heal comes out. He will go down in the end. Hank de Boom's trying to work on Troll Zoe. O'Neal jumps in. Will kill off the Viego. Now Goldie might be in some trouble. Watermelon Man just wasn't really there for that fight. Target selection not the best from Potato Esports, and we can see when it comes down to the team fighting, Girl's just a lot more on the same page. Their positioning for these fights, front to back, is a lot better. We see often Lucian and Nami getting split up for each other. Nami usually being taken out first for being a bit too far forwards. And it's just allowing Girl to take these fights. It's worth saying, these are some problems that could be quite easily fixed for the side of Potato Esports, so definitely have some potential to just improve as time goes on. I Won't Type now was in the Death Realm. I just QSS'd the Death Realm. Quite interesting, considering it didn't feel like she was in particular trouble. see various, you know, getting towards his 3-item power spikes. The AD carries, or well, Lucian at his 3-item power spike. Kennen is also at the 3-item power spike. Why are you missing out on the girl match? I don't know. Why are you missing out on the girl match? That's a very good question. Preston trying to get forwards onto Peacemaker. There's a flash over the wall from I Won't Type, and that was closer than you would hope. I Won't Type will ghost away from Hank de Boom. Keep himself alive. And you know, a turret is picked up for Potato Esports. Girl are now, though, in charge of this match in terms of gold. They managed to get that gold lead. They do have the Drake lead as well. And not really what you want to see if you are a fan of Potato Esports. And this Vayne's quite quickly getting out of hand. You can see Girl just using better wave control, pushing in this waves at the right time, and they've got the priority over this Drake spawning in 20 seconds. Potato Esports gonna have some troubles contesting this one. They are moving to contest it. Will clear out the ward behind them, but Drake will be spawning in a second. I don't believe they managed to get a ward in the pit. There's a jump forwards from Troll Zoe, but a lot of abilities thrown into the Shen for only about half health. They do have a ward on the Drake, so they could go for the steal, but looks like they're going to choose to go for the steal. That's a knock-up. That's a massive amount of damage coming out. They've lost the Drake, but they're going to win the fight. Zabator being taken incredibly low. I Won't Type almost taken out. Will get taken out in the end. It's one against one. Zabator coming in, and that is a quadra for the Lucian and a quadra for the Vayne. But an ace for Potato Esports. They win the fight, but they lose the Drake. And Lucian should be able to get a mid turret out of this. It looks so good, but Girl able to just juggle the aggro a little bit from Potato Esports there, keeping us alive. Keeping themselves alive a little bit longer to pick up some of those extra kills. Pew, pew. Peacemaker putting a lot of damage down there, getting 2 turrets, meaning that Potato Esports are fairly happy with that trade despite not getting the Drake. It's a lot of gold for them. Peacemaker now just picking up that red buff before his back. You can see Baron has spawned. The rest of his team are looking for some vision control. With Viego at bot wave, we would expect them to look towards this top side for that vision control. Hank de Boom, though, clearing out vision on the bottom side of the map will get spotted out. Both junglers are actually on the bottom side of the map, away from this objective. Interesting positioning from them. You see, they're just, some nice help coming from the AD carry to help his jungler farm there. Just taking a few of them. Oh, and there's the Death Realm used on Preston, and Kennen could be in trouble. The rest of the team's coming in, but surely he's going to Slicing Maelstrom as soon as he comes out of this and just stun the entire team. Slicing Maelstrom into the entire team, into Zhonya's. He does stun them up, but there's no one there to follow up. They're going, they do take out the Kennen, and now this Shen is in a lot of trouble as well. Will get taken down. That's a 2 for nothing, and Potato Esports not looking to crack the base, actually looking for this Baron. Zria taking a lot of damage. I don't know how I feel about them choosing the Baron here. They could definitely break the base. They've had to send Mordekaiser back. And there goes the Nami. Now you're in a 3v2. I Won't Type coming on. There's a jump forwards from Peacemaker onto I Won't Type, and he just assassinates the Vayne. They're going to continue this. TP comes in from the Wukong. That could be a lot of trouble. They could win this quite easily. Peacemaker taken down. And that is the Lucian down. Hank de Boom trying to come back from this. Will get the steal down going onto Zabator. Ult goes down. They do manage to pick it up. And they will get the ace. And they will get the Baron. And it was messy, but they do get the Baron in the end. No turrets fall. They get another delayed ace, and Potato Esports showing that they can stand up to Girl. At least when Girl are have a bit of a strange team comp. Poor Nami. Yeah, poor Nami. It's not too much you can do. That's sort of what happens with the Electrocute build, because, you know, you can't tech into any sort of way for you to live. So when it gets towards this later game, you are just kind of popped by anything that hits you. Which is why I personally don't like the Electrocute build. I do understand how much damage it does, but you need to be sure you're going to be able to get those kills in lane with it and get yourself really far ahead, which can be quite hard to do. Especially against something like a Wukong Shen, I don't really think it's the best rune to take. Like, imagine if you had Guardian, you'd live through a lot more here, you'd help keep the rest of your team alive. It's just a much better team fighting rune. And the Soul spawning in 30 seconds. Preston waiting for a flank has found Zria, but won't be able to get anything there. Interesting, Watermelon Man didn't decide to instantly ult the cannon. Could have gone into the death row when they could have tried for the play that they did last time. Take that cannon out early before the fight can even start. And this time, Potato Esports actually do move down into the position. They have the position first on the Drake. Girl will need to run into them. They're just bursting it. And they will be able to pick up this Drake, putting them on Soul Point very quickly. You can see Goldie is heading towards that bottom wave. Will actually take the back in the end. Hollow Potato Esports now taking backs, hoping to run back into place before the enemy team can. I think Goldie could have just continued to push the bot lane, honestly. He could have gone and could have taken that tower. Should, with the help of the bot wave, have been able to beat O'Neal in the 1v1. Oh, I went type, putting a decent chunk of damage down into Watermelon Man. With the Cannon Q as well. That's half health onto this Mordekaiser. And Potato Esports might be winning a lot of these fights, but they're not really getting anything done with them. Oh, Hank has found O'Neal. Oh, and the ultimate miss is the Stand United will keep O'Neal nice and healthy. Taunts a little bit early. Hank almost manages to get the chase. Not quite, though. Forgetting the power of the Shen. I can see Peacemaker basically full build right now, unless he wants to swap out those boots at some point. Is a bit too far up. Preston coming in behind him, gets pulled back into the team. Slicing Maelstrom, doing a lot. Watermelon Man pulls Preston into the Death Realm, but will get taken out. Peacemaker, though, it'll be the 1v1. Lucian versus Vayne. Lucian has a GA, though. That's so much damage going down. Condemned is not into the wall. Zabator now going onto Peacemaker, but Peacemaker has the extra resistances from the GA. They can't win it. Oh, he thought that would kill the Wukong, but it was not quite enough. Peacemaker could just go to push that wave, honestly. He's so strong as the Lucian. It almost feels like they need to do something with after these fights. Potato Esports, you know, you can see when Girl win the fights, they push or they get something done with it, but when Potato Esports won the fights, they've not really managed to get too much done. The one time Peacemaker actually got time on his own. Ooh, I went type walking straight into the Lucian. Taken down. Come on, the Vayne's down. I hope they just group mid, they push mid. They've got 50 seconds to work with here. Potato Esports, come on. Push mid. It looks like they're going to go for the 1-3-1. I don't agree with that, but their Lucian is... I'm not sure what he's doing. Are they just farming? But... so they killed the Vayne, but they've not really managed to do anything. 3 of them have grouped up mid now. They should push it. Yep, they are pinging for the push. They don't have the Baron, but they do need to try and get something done. If they can force one of the members of Girl to overstep or force the 5v4, they should be able to win it. As long as Malphite is the one tanking the tower, they can do a tower dive very easily. Flash forwards into the Slicing Maelstrom. Nice flash away from Zria to keep herself alive. Preston in the Death Realm. Ult comes out from the Shen. They're trying to turn it around. Vayne is back alive now. Overall, though, that's a win for Girl. They got the flash out of the Nami. That'll make her a lot easier to kill on the next engage. How do you know when to split and when to group? Just team comp? Partially team comp and partially how strong your champions are in regards to theirs. So if you have a better team fight, generally you always want to group. Unless you have one really fed member who can side lane. Because if you're stronger in the team fight, obviously grouping's really good for you, because they have to come and meet you and you're going to win that team fight almost every time. But if they have the stronger team fight, that's when you want to start splitting, and you want to try and make sure that your bigger group can be safe in their push. Oh, Preston coming in though. Going on to Peacemaker. Peacemaker in a really awkward position is forced to use the flash, and flash is now down for the Lucian with the Soul Drake spawning in 15 seconds. That could be a big issue. There is teleport still on Saboteur's Wukong, so he will be able to come back to this fight with full health. And the position is just much better for Girl on this Drake. So Watermelon Man just has to flash in here and kill O'Neal, but nope. And that will be the Soul picked up for the side of Girl. A really nice stand United will keep O'Neal alive. It's an absolute disaster. Peacemaker just... I didn't see what happened on the backside there, but didn't really manage to get anything done in that fight. And now you can see what Girl will do with this advantage. It looks like they're going to go towards this Baron. Peacemaker might honestly just want to push the mid wave, try and waste as much of Girl's time as possible. He is strong enough, he could attempt the 1v5, but I don't think he really wants to. You're on 13 HP, yeah. Another thing for these teams, the Mordekaiser ult, you can pull away the enemy jungler from the dragon. That's partially why Mordekaiser is picked. You can just, if you ult the enemy jungler, they can't smite the dragon. So that's why in these situations, Girl should have been at realistically a massive disadvantage, because all they needed to do was wait until the dragon was kinda low. Mordekaiser flash ults the Jace, and then Viego just smites and steals the dragon. But they've not managed to put that combo together yet. I'm not sure if they realise that it works. Ooh, Watermelon Man caught out, will probably die here. He's kept alive though. Peacemaker has come to join the fight to pull back. Preston's not gone down yet. Will they follow up? No, and it's just a 1-0 again. And O'Neal still running forwards, wants to get onto this Nami. Potentially the tidal wave is just used as a disengage. Very unfortunate. This is a long game. 40 minutes so far. Could be waiting another 4 minutes potentially for this Drake to spawn, Elder Drake. That could decide the game. Hank to Boom just trying to work towards that level 16 right, level 18 right now. You want to try and get those levels, all the XP as quickly as possible. I'm not so sure about the fact Peacemaker's still taking pretty much all of the CS. He is full build right now. You should really be giving all of the CS that you possibly can over to the Viego and the Mordekaiser. Get them up to level 18. Get them the extra items. Of course, Malphite wants it as well, but he's built full tank. Him getting more items is not going to be all of that useful in the end. Absolute slugfest. That it is. It's a knife's edge. One team just has to get a good enough win over the other team to end the game. Like, a big team fight win here for either side would end the game. Although Potato Esports managed to get one or two of those earlier, they didn't have the... Because they didn't use them to push, they still just need the big team fight win. And, yeah, if they can get level 16 on the Nami, actually, it'd be really big. Nami should be going towards the waves that they can get to right now and just soaking XP. You still let, you know, your Malphite, your Viego, your Mord kill the waves because you want them to get the gold, but the Nami should be there for the XP because the rest of the team's level 18. So you just want to get the Nami up to the maximum level as soon as possible. Looks like Girl might just be waiting for this Elder Drake. It seems like they have oh, my brain is dying now. It's been too long. We've got another game and another series later. Nami doesn't deserve XP. Yeah, that's what it seems like, right? How does it actually work when characters are level 18 and you're not? Do you get solo XP then, or do you still get group XP? Why does Girl love long games? Who knows? I mean, this game, they're actually sort of struggling. The Lucian got so strong that, yeah, it has been a struggle for them. Maud as well was very strong, and it's the only time he played. So Preston here looking for a flank. Last time he was found out. We'll just go over into the pit. Ward is placed in the pits. They know it's there. Oh, that's so much damage, but there's the flash. Death Realm onto the cannon. They know if they can get the cannon down, they're in a really good position. Cannon will flash away over. Peacemaker's gone over the wall, though. He's in a really bad position. That's taken down into the GA. The rest of his team needs to get there. There's an ult by the Malphite. Really nice to keep Peacemaker alive, but Slicing Maelstrom will take him down on the backside. Wukong does assassinate Nami, and that will be the game. Hank de Boom, nothing he'll be able to do. Watermelon. And O'Neal actually heading to the Elder. I'm not sure. Yep, they've realised now that they can end the game off of this. Pinging the waves. They just need someone to run into the tower, tank for the waves, make sure those waves will stay alive. Got another wave coming in as well. We'll be at 16 seconds on the first person, and that's the Nami. There's no way this is going to work out for them. It's 1 turret down, 2 turrets down, 3 turrets down, and that will be game 1 going to the side of Girl. And we'll go straight on to game 2. Because I would like a slight break for my throat between these and the game in an hour's time. Okay, straight on to the last game. So we can see that this time O'Neal is playing his classic Shyvana top. I Won't Type has actually managed to get Karthus in the jungle. Preston has TF, Zabator on Sivir, and Troll Zoe on Bard. This is a very... Girl will be happy with this draft. So now we get to see if Girl go all out, I suppose. How Potato Esports are going to match up against them. So I have to see how that goes. On the other side, Potato Esports, they have Watermelon Man this time on the Ornn in top lane. Hank de Boom has Warwick in the jungle. Goldie has Victor mid. Kai'Sa AD carry, and Zria on the Lulu support. Pings coming down from the Girl. They're expecting a potential invade, it seems. There were also pings coming out from the side of Potato Esports. This could be an absolute disaster if one of the teams walks head on into the other one. Potato Esports should see them first. They don't use the first attack, so they're going on in. Hank de Boom in a lot of trouble. Flash away to keep himself alive. Troll Zoe now flashing away as well. 2 flashes used so far. Watermelon Man being taken kind of low, is jumping a bit too far forwards. That's so much damage. It's on no health, but the Bard will fall first. First blood goes over to the side of Potato Esports. Goldie actually starting with the W first. Zabator jumping in. That's an Ignite going down onto the Sivir. A flash forwards from Preston with the gold card. And the Ignite. That's almost every summoner in the game used. And only 1 kill. Only flashes left up are on the Karthus and the Lulu. Other summoners left, we have an Exhaust on the Sivir. I'm surprised that wasn't thrown down to help in that early skirmish. There's also a TP on Victor and Ornn still, of course. TP on Shyvana and then a Knight on Shyvana. So what did that first blood actually get? We see Victor decided to pick up a mana crystal. Wants to have that extra mana to just push early on in this lane. Zria is coming to the game now. So, I mean, O'Neal getting the level 2 first, using it to bully the Ornn out a little bit. You can see the Kai'Sa using the pressure of Kai'Sa. In fact, she started the Doran's Blade first to get a little bit more pressure. Oh, so you made... Oh, I see. Yes, you both got the Cafe Cuties. Is it Cafe Cuties, I think, in the bot lane? But yeah, T-Bard. And, yeah, I'm expecting to see, you know, a fairly passive early game, actually, from all the champions of the game. Top is probably going to be the most interesting fight, actually, because O'Neal will want to bully the Ornn out. But Ornn incredibly tanky, of course, and can put down a lot of damage himself. Meanwhile, none of the other lanes really have kill threat. Apart from if Warwick decides to go for a gank, I would expect him to at some point. Looks like he will go for that Scuttle, actually. There's a fight in the bot lane, but we should see an interesting brawl over the Scuttle, so I'm going to swap up there. Preston and Goldie were both walking towards it. I Won't Type actually did have the XP advantage. But... Ooh, there's the stun going down onto Preston. It will be put down. They're way too late to get that Scuttle, and I Won't Type will just walk out of that one. Esports not making the best use of their time there. And now it looks like both junglers might be pathing straight towards the bottom Scuttle grab. You could see yet another fight. But nope, Karthus is actually just pathing to his Krugs. Kind of interesting. I would have just expected probably a back from that position and then run to the Krugs. It'll take about the same time, and you'd have an extra item, unless there's something that he's really trying to build. I mean, he's got 1070. Maybe he just wants full boots. Preston caught out here. Flea goes back. He does have the gold card. It goes into Goldie. Ignite was thrown down, but the kill will be picked up and given over to Hank to Boom. Probably would have preferred the kill on the Victor, but there you go. A kill is a kill. Nice ward there. Will have spotted out I won't type in the bottom lane. He will take his back rather than going for that lane gank. Don't know if that was preparation from the side of Gil, knowing that he likes these lane ganks, or it just being there. Hank to Boom trying to make sure this wave gets into the tower. It will do. Troll Zoe did try and keep it out for as long as possible. Hank to Boom now just scaring Troll Zoe a little bit out of those backs. Let's see. Essentially no lead right now. Girl with their CS numbers managing to make up for those 2 early kills. And yep. Just waiting. There is a Cloud Drake up. Looks like Potato Esports will look to get this one. Cloud Drake, not the most effective really in this setting. I don't feel like the extra move speed is all that impactful for either team. You don't really have champions that are wanting that extra move speed all that much. I suppose it extends Warwick's ult range a little bit. You know, Preston's TF could catch up to people a little bit faster. But apart from that, there really isn't... It's really not going to affect that much. There's a jump in from O'Neill. Dragon form has been used, but we'll just clear out the wave. We are looking at a tank Shyvana. Watermelon has gone for that tier Ruby Crystal start early. So definitely looking to go for the more scaling. Doesn't feel particularly pressured right now by O'Neill. So happy to just go for that tier start. Because see, actually, Zabator yet to take a back is going to look for one now. Should be able to pick up something very nice. Troll Zoe with gang into the mid lane. A flash away from Goldie, but he is stunned up and will be taken down. Nice setup for a gank there from the side of Girl. The Ornhorn is cool. They're looking for O'Neill. It does miss. That's so much damage into the Ornn. Double knock up though. There's the Karth Assault coming in for that kill. Hank de Boom's just waiting for the Q now. Pick up that kill. And that is the Warwick getting another kill. Warwick can be a scary champion if he manages to get these kills, so we'll have to work out if he's able to use this kill gold later on, or how well he's able to use it. Now we're just waiting for teams. Ooh. Bottle does come down and catch onto the Lulu, but with a flash forwards from Preston. A lot of damage coming out. Zria will just fall. But 4 people were used there to kill that, so what will get taken will taken back in response. Hank de Boom is working on this Rift Herald, which if used into a tower will get more gold than a single kill would. Obviously with the assist gold, actually that kill was worth more. But generally, tower damage as well. You'd prefer the Herald over a single kill most times. Pink to boom though, caught out here. I won't type will also be here. Ult is used just for the health. Blue team here picking up that Herald. That is Girl. Preston coming up to support his Carthus. Carthus very low, will get taken out. Is now the problem. Goldie actually still alive. They're walking. They want to take this fight into Preston. There's a nice fear goes out. Follow up with the Q from Hank to Boom, but Preston looks like he's faster, probably able to get away. Nope, bite following up. Hank to Boom will pick up that kill. That's a 4-kill Warwick. And a 2-kill Victor in the mid lane. Potato Esports have come to play this game. They feel a lot more sort of decisive. I'm not sure what it is that has made them so. And they should have seen the Carthus walking past there. So, yep, there we go. Morton Malone will back away to safety. Zavator actually, this bomb lane has managed to get 2 plates with using the Sivir. Stop peeping on you killing wards. Oh, I mean, it's the directed camera. Rito must have put in something that says, you know what, look more at wards being killed. Oh, but Hank to Boom is ganking the bottom lane right now. Ult not up yet. It's about to come off cooldown though. You'll have to be careful because it could be turned around. Hank to Boom would just have to get the ult down onto the Bard. But no, oh, he's faking the walk away. No, he will walk away in the end. This Herald summoned in the mid lane will just put down as much damage as they can. Interesting, it wasn't saved to use bot lane. That's 4 members coming bot. Kai'Sa could be in a bit of trouble. Oh no! Zria walks into the exact place that allows Bard to get the stun. The Destiny used. Peacemaker is taken down in the end there, but I feel like Girl were quite lucky to get that one. And yeah, see, if Herald had been kept, that would be first tower broken right there. They will pick up this dragon, so it's 1 for 1, and an Infernal Drake. Very nice when you have champions like the Carthus. Hank to Boom, though, will just use the... which one is it? What's it called? Let's find out. Infinite Duress. We'll use the Infinite Duress just to get out of the fights. Hank to Boom with a cheeky Smite Steal. Of course, is falling behind the Carthus on farm, but expected when you're playing something like a Warwick and you're looking more to gank your lanes. Has been ganking the lanes, unfortunately, with a couple of 4-mans in the bot lane. Girl have managed to even that out. They are actually ahead by 2,000 gold. Not really what you would want, but what even is duress? It's like keeping someone stationary, keeping them, you know, under wraps. I'm not quite sure how to... Oh no, Watermelon Man does actually miss there. It's trade 1 for 1. There's a knock up onto the Carthus. They could look for him. Goldie is here as well. It's a lot of damage there being taken by the Ornn. Goldie will take down the Carthus in the end. Sidesteps enough of the Carthus Qs to escape, but Preston putting so much damage down into this mid lane tower might be able to actually pick it up on the next wave. CoraL's word of the day. What is duress? We could find out. Let's find out. Let's find what the official definition is. Threats, violence, constraints, or other action used to coerce someone into doing something against their will or better judgment. Meanwhile, Hank to Boom has been caught out and will use the infinite duress onto the Bard. Flash over the wall by Goldie, really feeling that just kept in place by the Bard. But Hank de Boom is here. Really nice sidestep there on the Bard Q. And he will take the kill for himself yet again. I'm not sure you want every kill onto him. Ult's coming out. That Lulu shield maybe a little early, but it's still good enough to help keep Peacemaker alive. And Watermelon Man is getting some nice trades onto O'Neal, but obviously not really coming to much. Oh, that's a lot of damage into Zarya. But Zarya will just about stay alive. Doom was potentially looking for a bot lane gank there, but would just clear out the vision instead, and then move back. He has been ganking very well. Watermelon Man could be in a bit of trouble here. He does get nice sidesteps that the bar Q doesn't stun him into the wall, is running away now. He is a tank, so the Shyvana won't do too much damage. O'Neal here actually going Hull Breaker, so looking to be more of a split push threat than anything else. I would actually expect with the Hull Breaker and the fact it's an Ornn that, no one's ever going to die on this side lane. Goldie did actually come up for the gank, or counter gank, but nothing will come of that. Girl behind on kills, but ahead on gold. 2,500 up. Mostly coming out from that the CS differential in the jungle. Actually, where is it coming from? I mean, plates, I assume. Yeah. Plates in mid lane and jungle. So the game's just slowing down a little bit right now. Champions got past that first item point. There is 40 seconds on the Ocean Drake, so we might see a fight coming out over it. But right now, both junglers at the pit, fighting over this Herald. They know Hank de Boom is in the pit, but he's just sort of standing there, maybe looking for a fight or just hoping they are setting up for the fight. They're going onto O'Neal. That is the tank, though. Have they forgotten it's a tank? Shyvana trying to do damage. Infinite Duress does not manage to land on the Karthus, and that's so much damage coming out. The kills picked up. 3 kills into the Karthus, and that's a big problem. It feels like Potato Esports there just sort of forgot that Shyvana is building tank. Or just it wasn't communicated and they've seen the AP Shyvanas in ARAMs and thought, oh no, we must kill the damage. Oh, flash forwards from I Won't Type. But he will die. He gets the Kai'Sa though. Gives over a shutdown. And Girl actually looking to break into the base already. A nice stun from the Bard. Do about half damage to the turret, so if they get another nice fight, they could break this turret down. But they will back off. Looking towards this Ocean Drake. Would be their second Drake. Peacemaker and Goldie quite far away, but so is the jungle for Girl. Preston will put the gold card down into the Ornn. No Ornn Horn available. Most ults currently down. There is the Wild Growth up for the Lulu, so someone can get onto that Girl backline. There's the CC there to provide their support. Girl are looking for the engage here. Peacemaker off to the side, actually distracting them quite a lot. Trying to put the damage down into Saboteur. Apparently we're watching this fight, will pick it up. Meanwhile, the Lulu is picked up on the backside. Kai'Sa will go down in the end as well. Hank de Boom is fighting. I Won't Type in the pit. It is picked up by the Karthus. I think it was a little bit of an early smite there from Hank de Boom. Oh, Troll Zoe jumping in. Will get the stun, but will go down. Preston goes to the other side. And that is an ace from the side of Girl, showing their team fighting powers. They do get the Drake as well. Not really got enough time to get too much else off of it, but they will just clear out the enemy jungle as well. Get as much gold for themselves that they possibly can. And And yeah, there we go. Game continues 15 kills to 15, but Girl with a 5,000 gold advantage, very much in the driver's seat now for this game. You can see Zabator playing the support Sivir right now, 0, 1, and 5. Does have the Mana Moon though. You know, we'll slowly work up to being a menace in the team fights. We'll just take a while. In the meantime, there is Karthus and TF to do the damage, and so far it has definitely been enough damage. Better duck, she says as the boomerang completely misses. Now we just got farming for a little while. There is a Dasher, then there is the Baron up, but unless one team's feeling particularly spicy, I don't think we're going to see it quite yet. Most likely waiting for another Drake fight or a lucky catch before anything else is going to happen. I suspect Bard will be roaming around trying to find that catch. Otherwise, we're just waiting for this Drake fight in about 3 minutes' time. Rift Herald is summoned bot lane to try and just, you know, force some extra pressure into this tower. They do see Peacemaker here actually, along with Goldie. Interesting point, if they knew Goldie's TP was down, Girl could start up the Baron after seeing that. Oh, Zabator could be in a lot of trouble though. Uses the ult and the flash to get away, but TF is coming in. Here are the reinforcements. Instantly, Zarya is going to be taken down. The Bard ult not quite in time to save his teammate. Hank de Boom will flash away on the bottom side. Watermelon, man. Left to walk away. Hank de Boom now left in the 1v3. He's not the tankiest. Does only have that Titanic Hydra right now and all that much health to work with, so he will get taken down. Peacemaker and Goldie, though, will use the time to break that mid lane turret. So they will get one turret off the map, which is always good. Girl are starting up this Baron, though, now. They know they're in a 4v3. They decide against it. And, oh, it's a lot of damage being put down. Zarya forced the flash over the wall. Will actually still get stunned up and jumped onto. That will be the Lulu going down. Watermelon Man forced the flash away. Meanwhile, O'Neal just looking to take this turret. And then they will turn straight onto the Victor. Victor picked up. Kai'Sa is pushing on the bot side of the map, but for how long she'll actually stay there might just continue to push. Not too much reason really to come up top. We're back after getting that turret. And Gil just extending the gold lead a little more. Almost 6,000 now. Not quite. Probably looking towards the Drake that is about to spawn 8 seconds away. Hank de Boom will be there first, but he doesn't have the backup of his team. His team's still just exiting their base. He might try and get away with standing in that bush. He did show himself right there though. So all of his surprise factor is gone. They know the Warwick is here. The rest of the team's following up though. Some poke down into Troll Zoe. Troll Zoe very low. Troll Zoe taken out. That is the Bard down. I won't type in a really bad position now. Is stunned up, taken down. Goldie will get taken down in return though. Oh, but they found the Kai'Sa. That's most of the damage down for the side of Potato Esports. Watermelon Man will come in, but he's left to just run away. Hank de Boom in a really awkward spot, as well as Zarya. Why are we watching the tank fight? League, please. Oh, Infinite Duress really nicely used there to pick up onto Preston. Hank DeBoom going to try and stick around. Will get the kill down onto Preston. A really nice timing of the Infinite Duress. The Unstoppable cancelling out the gold card. Just healing back up from very low. We see Zabutor not having finished the Mana Moon. Or upgraded the Mana Moon yet. A little bit of trouble. Hank DeBoom taking incredibly low, but the plant spawn will let him heal up a little bit. He's trying to get down onto the Sivir, jump away. Nice timing. Troll Zoe is here to back up though. That's a lot of damage. They've taken down the Lulu. Looking for this Ocean Drake. See, I thought I'd timed this right, so I'd have like... Oh no, yeah, I did about time this right, so that'll be fine. Oops. Goldie has been found in the jungle. Goldie has been slain in the jungle. They're in a bit of a lull state. Saboteur starting to get quite close to finishing that. Peacemaker in a lot of trouble. Will use the Killer Instinct to instinct away. Lulu ult is not enough to keep him alive. Zarya could be in a lot of trouble. The tower is turned off. There's the Karthus ultimate. Comes out, executes Lulu. Will Girl look to crack the base with this? Most likely. Yep, they're moving on to the inhib turret right now. Breaking through the mid lane. They will break the inhibitor as well. Ooh, I won't type. Putting a lot of damage down. Goldie with some nice moves will just keep away. That's 2 turrets down from the base. That will be 2 inhibitors down. And Potato Esports suddenly in a lot of trouble. If you are on Potato Esports, at least now, you know, you can scale even quicker. Those Ornn items starting to come. You'll get the super minions. That's some extra gold, some extra XP. And XP converts directly into gold when you're giving it to Ornn. They could actually decide to give up the 4th Ocean Drake, Ocean Soul. One of the least impactful, honestly, as long as you build a tiny bit of anti-heal, you're generally fine against it. So they could just choose to give up the Ocean Drake, keep scaling, and hope that they get a better fight on the Elder. But it looks like they're looking to set up Vision. Peacemaker finding Zabutor there. Nice sidestep from Zabutor. Will keep him alive. Preston going in. That's a lot of damage down onto the Kai'Sa. Is kept alive. Infinite Duress finds Sivir. So much damage coming out. That's a lot of damage down onto the TF. Hank DeBoom trying to get onto him. Nice stuns out from Troll Zoe. Will keep his mid laner alive. Now O'Neal in the back line trying to run onto this Lulu. Lulu ulting herself. Making sure there's no way that she'll die to the Karthus ultimate. And Goldie just pops. Now Girl are running through mid. They want to get these kills. That's Lulu down. It's just Ornn left now to try and defend against a double super minion push in the bot lane. Girl are also shepherding in this super minion in the mid. Watermelon in some trouble here. They're putting the damage into the tower. He's jumping into the backline, putting down as much damage as he possibly can. That's 1 Nexus turret down. Peacemaker is still alive to try and save this game. Hank DeBoom does respawn. Girl have to be careful about how they play this. The rest of the team coming up looks like they will just use back Killer Instinct. And that is the Karthus going down. A big pickup. But right now it's all just small advantages. Basically just, you know, making the best of a bad situation right now. Girl probably look to close out this game very soon. They just need 1 or 2 picks. Zabator now with 3 finished items, probably feeling incredibly strong. Goldie, you can see, taken down to half health almost just by that boomerang. I see just some chat going on. What's I'm not even sure how the chat started, but it sounds like what their favorite desserts or something. Anyway, Orn's level 15 is upgrading more. He chose to upgrade the Ludens next, getting Victor some advantage. Ooh. Galar moving towards this Drake. Be interesting if they could just try and push for a win. Shreya taken so low by the boomerang. If Girl noticed, they could have maybe used that Karthus ult to try and just snipe out the Lulu. They'd at very least get the Lulu ult out. O'Neal knows Shreya's there. That is the Ocean Sword picked up. Now Potato Esports have to try and get out of this one. There's the ult from the Karthus. Lulu has to ult to stay alive, but Ignite is enough to take her down. Watermelon Man in a really bad spot will surely be taken out. And Preston jumping into the backline, that's a 4-0. And Girl will just run this down to their win. Just clean 2-0 for the side of guys in real life. I mean, I'm not even going to pretend that there's anything more it can do. That's a clean 2-0 to Girl. Right, okay. It is 34 past. There is a game in under half an hour, so I am going to quickly stop the stream, set up for the next one, and have a short break. But I hope I will see you all back here in half an hour where Cataclysm will face off against Null 8.